I thought that was a very good opening night for us. A lot of guys played. A lot of guys played well. Was very concerned coming into the game about NJIT's ability to make threes. And at the end of the day, they made 9 of their 30 attempts, which is 30%. We'd prefer it be just under 30% would be a good night defensively. But we shared the ball very well. We ended up with 23 assists. And we scored the ball from 3, from 2, fast breaks. So it was a good night for us. Questions?
Jim, hey, congratulations.
Thanks, Michelle.
Their coach just said that this looks like a team that he said it looks like a Final Four. It looks like a team that could play in the final week, and I'm just telling you what he said. He said it looks like a team that's capable of playing in the final weekend again. That you just have all the parts, and he went through and was very impressed with all of your team. Can you just talk about what do you
about his projection? Yeah. Tell him if we can keep Norshad Omier out of foul trouble, that would help. But, it's very early. We got a lot of games. These next few, if you look at it, we have Central Florida, who we've had 2 great battles with the last 2 years. We've got FIU, which is a local rivalry. Then we have Baja with an SEC team, a Big East team, a Big 12 team. And then when we come back, we got to go to an SEC team. So these next few weeks, then ask me, how good we are.
Did anything stand out that you were not expecting so soon tonight?
Yeah, I didn't expect Norshad to get in 2 fouls so early. And silly stuff, he pushed the guy from behind on a fast break. Doesn't make sense.
Coach, Wuga dropped 21 tonight. That's his career high. Do you expect him to continue setting career highs?
Yes. He's great. You see him? The guy can shoot threes. His pull-up jumper is amazing. He missed a few of them today. I think he made a couple. He's a terrific player.
Jim, how much do these early wins in the season kind of help get the ball rolling, help create some momentum as the season? Like you said, you have so many tough games coming up soon.
Momentum doesn't happen after one game. Momentum happens when you get on a winning streak, when you win, a bunch of games in a row. The thing about us, just watching us practice, when we defend, we're pretty good. But we're small, like we've been the last 2 years, so we got to always concern that. But I was very happy with the way A.J. Casey and Michael Nwako played. What'd you think? And then Matthew Cleveland is really good, too. How many did Matthew?
I was going to ask you about Matthew Cleveland.
He goes 7 for 12. He's got 16 points and 10 rebounds, a double-double.
Yeah.
Add to that, he has 4 assists, and he's a plus 31. I'd say he had a terrific night. So I like the way he played, and I especially liked when Norshad got in foul trouble and we had to go with Matt Cleveland and A.J. Casey. We didn't lose anything. We actually extended the lead, which was good.
Mike Nwako, you had said the other day that the freshman, one of the biggest adjustments is not to get in foul trouble, and he did pick up 2 fouls like in the first 2 minutes.
Right.
Is that's something that obviously
We're working on. That's a work in progress. I was a little surprised that Keyshawn, he passed up a layup, missed a couple of threes. We got to really figure out what he's going to be capable of doing at both ends.
We saw the young underclassmen kind of close out the game with Michael, Keyshawn, and all those guys. What were your overall thoughts about their first game?
Well, I thought Michael did a really good job. I thought A.J. did a good job. Christian Watson did a good job. And I thought Keyshawn, he showed his inexperience. A couple of times he got beat defensively. He was, I think, looking at the ball, and his man beat him on a cut. Then he closed out on a guy, and the guy just drove right by him. So, he's got some things he has to learn, but he's a really good player.
And then, obviously, you mentioned kind of Norshad picked up 2 fouls, but he had the 2 threes as well. Just what have you seen from his game, growth and everything like that this year?
Yeah. The way he shot the 3 and the way he handled the ball, if he can do that for an entire season, that'd be great. I'm a little bit worried about that, though. It's challenging to handle the ball in the open court, and he did a great job tonight. I'm not sure how he'll do. And he made some really good decisions, though. Threw a very nice pass to A.J. Casey, and he got the ball to our guards. But he's a handful.
Jim, what did you think of your three-point shooting as a team, and then maybe the looks you got from three?
You know, what was Wooga from three?
5 of 9.
Yeah. The only guy that did not have a great shooting game for him was Nigel. He only took 3 threes. He made 1. He's been shooting lights out. You see, he had 9 assists and 1 turnover. That's very consistent the way he's been practicing. But I wouldn't have been surprised if he went 5 for 9 from 3. And I think there will be games where he and Wooga will combine for a bunch of threes. And then the guy at halftime, I was talking to the coaches about making any adjustments, and I thought about putting Bensley Joseph on Hess because he's such a three-point threat, and the coaches were just so happy with the pressure he was putting on the ball handler. They said, no, we don't really want to do that. So I listened to my coaches.
Coach, I want to ask about the energy and activity level that Matthew Fleetwood brought through. Offensive rebounding, cutting, running the floor. Just how much value does that bring to the team?
Yeah, having a guy who can get a double-double, yeah, that's really good. A guy who adds 4 assists, yeah, that's tremendous help. And, it was a tremendous help, also the great turnout by our students. How many students do we have tonight? A lot,
There was a lot. That whole end zone was,
Yeah.
that was all pretty.
right? We have a student right here who is cheering for us. She's on the swim team, right? JC's from Boston and big basketball fan. She comes to a lot of our games. I told her she'd have brought the swim team down to this press conference, and she said they left at halftime. So I guess we were up by 20. They had enough. Now they're going to go party someplace or actually get a good night's sleep. Because what time do you have to get up in the morning? 5. Whew. I won't be up at 5 a.m. Well, maybe I will be. I don't know.
Anything else?
Anything else, guys? Thank you very much. Oh.
Coach, your 13th year officially underway. Win number 256 at Miami. What are your thoughts going into Friday night's contest against UCI? Like you said, they've given you.
I think Johnny Dawkins and his team are always ready for us. We have to be ready for them. We will raise the Final Four banner on Friday. I don't know the timing of it yet. I need to talk with Matt Smale tomorrow or the next day. Be sure of the timing because we need to let Central Florida know. I don't want them standing around waiting while we do a ceremony. So, but it'll be a hell of a game. Hopefully we'll have a sellout crowd and everybody will be into it like they were tonight. Thanks, everybody.